Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on my monthly training sessions, which I call Training Tuesdays. My name is J.Aguilar, and I am the sales manager here at TTC Tour Brands. I do cover Northern California, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, and Alaska. I just wanted to let you all know a little bit of the ground rules. I will be able to help answer questions, but we do have to save them till the end. Once I launch into the presentation, I really won't be able to see the chat feature. So if you do have any questions, throw them into the chat before I log off or sign off. I'll make sure to review everyone's questions and I'll answer as much as I can for you. It should be a pretty straightforward presentation, about 30 minutes or so. We're going to give it another minute and wait for a few more people to hop on, and we're just going to jump right into it. For those of you unfamiliar with myself, I've now been with TTC Tour Brands for over a year. It's been a really great experience learning all about the types of products we offer, which are absolutely fantastic. Today, we're going to cover two of my favorite, which is Contiki and Cost Saver, which is focused on social, independent, and budget travel. And I know Contiki is considered our next generation brand. You know, it's typically for 18 to 35-year-olds. But if you stick around, I'll show you how you yourself can travel on a Contiki trip, even if you are past that 35-year age, which I am as well, so don't feel bad. All right, looks like we have another minute or so here. Once 11 a.m. hits, I am just going to jump into it. Even if you're not here live, you will be able to get a copy sent to your email after the presentation is over. But yeah, it's 11 a.m., so we're just going to get started here. Thank you so much for those of you who are attending live. Really appreciate your time and support. Today, we're going to jump into what we love to call our budget, social, and next generation brands, which is, of course, Contiki and Cost Saver. So I'm going to introduce you to each brand and let you know exactly how each brand can deliver the type of trip that your clients might be looking for. But before we jump into that, I do also want to highlight that on top of these two brands, I actually represent six, and I'm going to show you a short little introductory video.
Travel broadens your perspective of the world. And your place in it. The beauty of a destination is its people. Through travel, we have the opportunity to discover more about who we are, simply by stepping outside of our comfort zone.
Awesome. So that is a really great introduction to the six brands that I represent. But for us, curating the best vacations possible for our travelers has been part of our DNA for over 100 years, as we are proud to be a part of the world's leading travel company. The Travel Corporation, a family-owned and operated business passionate about crafting vacations for over 40 award-winning brands. We make travel personal and put our guests at the heart of everything that we do. No matter where our guests travel or which travel corporation brand they travel with, we unlock the magic of the destination for all of our guests. TTC also owns and operates two highly respected and awarded luxury brands, Red Carnation Hotel and Uniworld. We are also committed to environmental stewardship through our Tread Right Foundation and our Make Travel Matter experiences. Let's learn more. Launched in 2020, How We Tread Right is our 5-year sustainability strategy and blueprint for all TTC Tour brands. Our strategy is based on 11 measurable goals anchored to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which address the issues of climate change, sustainable food production, waste reduction, travel experiences, diversity and inclusion, and of course, protecting wildlife. Make Travel Matter experiences are conscious travel experiences available on our trips and are chosen with great care based on the positive social or environmental impact they have on their communities and those who experience them. Using a proprietary assessment tool endorsed by industry experts and developed exclusively for TTC's family of brands, Make Travel Matter experiences are assessed against a robust set of criteria directly tied to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. As a traveler, you can be assured that by participating in one of these experiences, your travel will have a positive impact and you will leave with a greater understanding of sustainable development issues worldwide and the inspiring local community actions that are being taken to address them. Now, for us, being able to offer something back to the people and places we visit is critical. It's something that we are going to be focusing on moving forward in terms of the type of marketing materials that we're going to definitely want to present to you and your clients as well. Now, from here, we're going to focus on why we are the absolute best guided vacations brand, because we're going to make your life so much easier. We want you as agents to book our trips with confidence and know that everything has been taken care of. Your guest accommodations, dining, and experiences are all included in their tour. Our commitment to responsible travel ensures we give back to the communities we visit. We have different travel styles, allowing your guests the flexibility to determine which pace is right for them. We offer different group sizes with our different brands, and our modern and elegant coaches make sure your guests get to travel in comfort. Our travel directors are simply the best in the industry, undergoing a very intense hiring process to make sure that they can take care of your guests. And the price point, of course, always matters, which is why through TTC, we have something for everyone, because it is about giving your guests the freedom of choice to select the trip and brand that works for them. Tours for any and everyone, we make travel matter. It's ultimately what we love to call our 10 out of 10 satisfaction seal. The fact that we bring 100 plus years of travel expertise to truly deliver the best tours in the world. I mean, if you just look at our platinum FIFA rating across our brands, our exceptional NPS scores, and the wonderful customer testimonials, we give agents like yourselves the confidence in selling travel experiences that will not only meet but exceed your clients' needs, and your clients can be assured of having the very best time on trip as well. So for us, the Travel Corporation is currently reorganized, covering one division. TTC Tour Brands will become a single source for sales, marketing, and operating of the corporation's individual tour operators. Trafalgar, Insight Vacations, Luxury Gold, Costsaver, Contiki, Brendan Vacations are all now a part of TTC Tour Brands. This new division was made to make it easier for travel advisors to work with the individual brands, and TTC Tour Brands will be led by our CEO, Gavin Tolman. So now we are going to jump into the theme of the presentation, and we're going to start with our next generation brand, which is Contiki.
Want to see the world? Travel isn't just about the places you see, although they'll be pretty great. It's about doing this with locals, eating delicious food, jumping off that, and maybe this. Because why not? Meet him, meet her, meet them, be them. Try this and that. Wait, maybe don't try that. And yeah, sure, the destinations will be amazing, but you know what? When you share travel with others, that's when it's really special. Because who wants to dance alone? And discover a deserted beach without a crew? Or try sunrise yoga without a friend to laugh along with? When you share travel, you also share those memories for life. So you'll laugh and maybe cry, happy tears only. But it's so much better when you travel together. Travel Contiki.
So that is our next generation brand, and Contiki isn't just about group travel. This is truly social travel for 18 to 35-year-olds. We talk about social travel, book and go, unforgettable experiences, They're lively, they're inclusive, and of course, always authentic. Now, as you can see, Contiki trips span the globe with over 350 trips across 6 continents. Travel isn't just about where you go, it's about what you do once you get there. That's why our trips include loads of real, local, and unique travel experiences that make every day one to remember. Think sunsets in Santorini, Thai cooking classes in the heart of the jungle, or maybe it's even glamping in our beautiful national parks. While each trip will be unique to that particular destination, highlighting the local flair, each trip is created using the Contiki difference. That Contiki difference makes sure that we travel together, get all the details sorted, and of course, organize epic experiences so our travelers have the time of their life. Now, travel together is the first step to providing immersive travel experiences that fit each of our 18 to 35-year-olds' needs. We want to make sure travel is a shared experience exclusively for 18 to 35-year-olds. Whether they join as a solo traveler, which makes up about half of our travelers, or they come with friends, our trips are designed for everyone to have an incredible experience together, but it starts with choosing an experience that fits their needs. This allows them to know what they are getting right from the start. We have grouped our 350 plus itineraries into travel styles, offering flexibility around the places that they may want to visit. So as you can see, there are different ways to travel because while our trips are made for everyone, everyone is looking to experience their chosen trip a little differently. Our travel styles include everything from the Discoverer for those who want to see it all and do it all, our in-depth Explorer for travelers that prefer something a bit more local, Iconic Essentials, which allows travelers to see the big iconic sites on a budget. For sun and fun seekers, we have our sailing and cruise style, or head to the slopes with our ski and snowboard travel style. Maybe it's our short trips and festival style for life's moments. Guests can even get more local with fewer travelers with our small groups travel style. And finally, there's our detour mini adventures that give a local taste of each destination. Now, Iconic Essentials truly gives travelers the freedom to explore because they can travel to multiple countries and cities on one trip, get just the essentials included, but with options to add more to personalize their travel experience, visit some of Contiki's special stays like our French chateau or our Austrian Alpine guest house. They get to stay in trendy, cool hostels across Europe. It's a multi-share accommodation trip, which allows the budget to stretch. And this is a great travel style for new grads, budget-conscious travelers, and of course, groups of friends as well. But it is only available in Europe. Another really cool travel style, or our second most popular, I should say, is the Discoverer. This is perfect for the see it all and do it all kind of traveler because they can choose a trip that visits multiple countries and destinations all on one epic trip. This travel style already includes a lot of unique experiences, so they can just go and have or be able to take in all the sights and sounds and eats. These trips mix in special stays in 3 to 4 star hotels, giving travelers a great variety of unique properties. These trips are mostly twin share rooms, but can request the option for a single or triple occupancy. This is also perfect for first-time travelers, young professionals, honeymoon couples, or those that want to take in the sights of multiple destinations. You'll find the Discoverer in Europe, USA and Canada, Latin America, Africa, and Asia. So it is available pretty much worldwide. And then we've got our in-depth Explorer. This travel style is for those looking to go local and get a deeper connection to the culture they are visiting. This is the perfect style for travelers looking to travel to one specific region or country only. There are a lot of included unique experiences that are designed for cultural immersion. Due to the nature of the different regions and cultures, travelers can find themselves in a variety of special stays, 3 to 4 star hotels, and hand-picked hostels. Travelers can also choose a twin share, multi-share, or single occupancy style accommodation when available. And this is perfect for anyone looking for a new immersion experience. In-depth explorers are available in Europe, USA and Canada, Latin America, Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Asia, and the Middle East. So now those are just those are just our top 3 travel styles. But don't forget, we have many others. They are meant to assist booking your clients onto the perfect trip for them. So now we're going to head over to learn a little bit more about the details sorted, which is the second step in the Contiki difference. We want to make travel easy. So our trips include accommodation, transportation, and delicious meals. So our guests never have to worry about the details. Our team gets to do that, and your travelers just get to go out there and have a great time. A great example of, what happened? There we go. So for us, it's really nothing if it's only a night's sleep. Our accommodations teams have partnered with accommodations that have rooftop pools, trendy bars, Wi-Fi, and even saunas under the northern lights. We work with centrally located hostels and stylish cool hostels, which allow guests to explore more of the destination. You will also find a mix of unique special stays around the world, like the famous French chateau in the Beaujolais region. The chateau was just redesigned to match the French luxury with Contiki vibes. It has an on-site winery, pool, yoga on the lawn, and so much more. Or maybe your guests are more into the Contiki house Schoneck situated in the Austrian Alps. These special stays are only found on epic places to stay, but found only on Contiki. There are luxury tent experiences in Africa, Greek beachside hotels, Madrid hostels with rooftop terraces and cocktail bars, and so many more accommodations that your travelers will have a challenge choosing their favorite. We also have the transportation sorted, so travelers don't need to waste time figuring out what's next on trip. Many of our trips travel on state-of-the-art, eco-friendly coaches equipped with onboard chargers, Wi-Fi, windows for scenic views, and comfy seating for great naps. But travelers can also find island-hopping sailing vessels, trips to travel exclusively by train, open-air safari vehicles, unique junk boats, and other adventurous ways to trot around the globe. And the great thing about our transport is that it's all included, so they don't need to worry about a thing. Now, for us, what really makes the biggest difference on all of our excursions are, of course, our Contiki crew. So each Contiki trip, guests will find a legendary group of Contiki crew members, from knowledgeable and fun trip managers to highly qualified and skilled drivers to a variety of local specialists and on-site staff members. This Contiki crew have scoped out the best routes, they've discovered awesome local restaurants, and provide fun along the way. This team can answer questions like, what's that weird statue? Or where's Rome's best gelato? Our crew goes through a rigorous application and training process, which allows us to choose the best of the best when it comes to Contiki. It gives travelers and you, as their travel agent, peace of mind to just go and relax, because we will take care of it all. So the final step, or third step, in the Contiki difference is to provide epic experiences all around the world, and I mean epic. These experiences are going to range from cultural and local to foodie and wellness experiences. While we want to make sure that our trips allow for ample free time to wander and explore, we also love to bring travelers those unique experiences that you can't find anywhere else in the world. I mean, where else besides New Zealand will you find the Maori tribe performing a haka? We can't not include that. So that has been my introduction. I'm sorry, I apologize. So this is an example of a great experience here. One of our trips are filled. Our trips are filled with cultural experiences that will delight any Contiki traveler. Like, here's the Church of Skulls, or Sedlec Ossuary, outside of Kutna Hora, which is in the Czech Republic. It's decorated by over 40,000 plus skeletons and unique designs in this small chapel in the countryside. It's said that these skeletons were from a mass gravesite from the Black Death, and in the 1500s, a semi-blind monk was given the task to stack the bones to make a larger burial place. But this is what had appeared instead. We also have great examples of visiting temples in Thailand, of course, Machu Picchu in Peru, hordes of wonderful restaurants when we visit Italy. We've got some great European street art festivals, and of course, Southern jazz and exploring the Greek isles as well. Don't need it, thank you. So our experiences aren't all creepy. Sorry about that. I'm in a hotel, as you can tell. Our experiences aren't all creepy. They are mostly full of local, authentic experiences that are special to each destination. When in Porto, why just eat a custard tart? We give our travelers the ability to learn how to make those custard tarts from a Portuguese padeira or baker. It's one of those experiences that Contiki travelers love to do, because they get to learn a little bit about Porto through their baking skills. We also have whiskey and stories in Scotland. They can enjoy a flamenco show in Barcelona, Spain. We can make limoncello in the Amalfi Coast or dancing. Potentially, we can do a gondolier experience in Venice, Italy. And of course, some delicious pasta that we can make fresh in Cinque Terre, Italy as well. Now, our wellness experiences are becoming more and more popular. After those custard tarts, Contiki travelers may want to dive, pun intended, into some wellness and active experiences. Maybe they head over to the Blue Lagoon in Iceland for a soak in the famous Iceland's Lagoon. It's said that the geothermal mineral water will renew the mind and body. And what's great is that every Contiki trip has mixed in some active and wellness experiences to keep travelers feeling good on the road, because we know how important it is to stay mentally and physically well while you're traveling. So some of these experiences can be found, such as kayaking around the city walls in Dubrovnik, Croatia, which I might get to do here soon, paraglide over the Hofgarten in Austria. We might get to do some sunrise yoga in Portugal. How about white water rafting in Tyrol, Austria? And we can take a surf class in Portugal, or how about a little biking in Switzerland? We even have limited edition trips that are all about being active in Scandinavia or Ireland, to cycling in France, or even yoga or sailing in Croatia. And after those great active and wellness experiences, we're going to eat. When it comes to food philosophy at Contiki, it's all about munch. Munch is belief that food is more than just fuel, and it's why we want to provide travelers the true flavor of every destination. Our trips are sure to include every breakfast to kick off a full day of adventure. There are local dinners included, which could range from a traditional French cassoulet under the stars at our chateau to a luxury restaurant at the top of a hidden staircase in historic Amsterdam Central train station. We also want to make sure that we are providing free time for travelers to meander to a local food truck or make reservations at a 5-star restaurant. It's really their trip to decide. And I just wanted to highlight some of our top 10 trending trips. And it is important to maybe pick a couple of these that your clients might be interested in exploring. Our most popular trip is our European Discover. It really does have it all. We're uncovering Europe's finest in just under 2 weeks, complete with a Bavarian beer and gondola rides. This is constantly our best-selling trip, especially for first-timers to Europe, because you really do get to see it all. And travelers get to stay at the revamped Contiki House Schonik, which is in the midst of the Austrian Alps. This one gives you the ultimate Greek island experience, exploring Mykonos, Santorini, and the Greek islands, and the hidden gem of Ios as well. Guests get to cross the Aegean to explore the volcanoes, beaches, and ouzo and olives in top-quality, air-conditioned hotels, and that's our Greek island hopper. Our Peruvian highlights is quite popular as well. This trip dives deep into Peru's iconic sites, from Incan ruins to Amazonian adventures. Outside of fully exploring Machu Picchu, guests will stay in the Amazon jungle at our special stay in Puerto Maldonado, in the midst of a luscious jungle. And then our Thai island hopper, really fun, sun and fun travel style. This 8-day trip in the Thai islands is a traveler's favorite. It's all about lounging at the beach, exploring the Thai island life, and of course, epic sunsets every single night. And for those that are feeling adventurous and want to explore a little bit of safari in Africa, we've got our Cape Safari and Falls. In fact, Contiki has a pretty big footprint out in Africa. We offer a lot of itineraries out there. And here's a trip that combines Cape Town, Kruger National Park, and Victoria Falls. We actually fly between these destinations for the ultimate adventure, saving travelers the time and spending it on location. And those internal flights are included with the price of the tour. A really popular itinerary, and we're seeing this one definitely go up, Egypt and the Nile. So we bring travelers face to face with pharaohs and the world wonders in Egypt. This trip travels by train, explores the Nile, and visits some of the most magnificent archaeological sites like the Valley of Kings in Luxor. But those are just a few of our best trips. In fact, with over 350 itineraries around the world, you will be able to find something that fits your traveler's dreams. And Contiki truly cares about our world. We want to be sure that we are supporting the issues closest to our hearts, and hope that our travelers join us on our quest to travel more sustainably and consciously. So in partnership with the Tread Right Foundation, Contiki Cares was born to make travel matter. But how do we do it? Contiki Cares and Tread Right has committed to protect people, wildlife, and this incredible planet that we share. We are determined to travel sustainably and consciously, and to take a stand on issues closest to our hearts. Across our trips, travelers can get involved on trip by finding Make Travel Matter experiences within the itinerary. And these conscious travel experiences are chosen with great care based on their positive social or environmental impact. It can be anything from meeting the inspiring women of the Iraq Al Amir Women's Cooperative Society in Amman, Jordan. They can gain a new perspective on a Berlin walking tour led by a Syrian refugee in Germany. They can learn how the Green Bronx Machine teaches about sustainable food experiences in New York City, or they can plant trees in the Hakadular Valley in Iceland. So for us, it really is about giving back to the people and places, and of course, wildlife. In fact, if you visit Thailand, you get to help out rescued elephants at a rehabilitation nature park. And on top of everything with Contiki, we are completely carbon neutral as of January 1st of 2022. We recognize the need to address our carbon emissions to contribute to a thriving world, and Contiki is footing the bill, and we will be purchasing carbon credits on travelers' behalf to take immediate action when addressing emissions for travel. We also encourage travelers to do the same for their long-haul flight using our emissions flight calculator. And a few additional things that we have done for the Carbon Neutral Award, our Austrian guest house and French chateau will be powered 100% by renewable energy by 2024. We use the most fuel-efficient coaches to meet or exceed efficiency standards. Where possible, we travel by rail versus short-haul flights as trains have a smaller carbon footprint. And we also partner with local food producers and we offer a lot of vegan and vegetarian meals to reduce water and transportation consumption. Well, that has been my introduction to Contiki, and we are going to jump right into Cost Saver here. So to us, Cost Saver can be summarized in one simple sentence: essentials by us, tailored by you. It's not just a brand statement, it's the pulse of the brand and really what resonates most with agents and guests alike. So did you know Cost Saver travels to Australia and New Zealand as well? We cover 56 countries and over 77 trips worldwide. And what we mean when we say essentials by us is we plan, you get to pack and enjoy your trip. Essentials by us means everything your client needs to have a wonderful vacation, we're taking care of. 4 and 3-star hotels, must-see sites, travel director, driver, plus many local specialists, and many meals are included as well. In terms of tailored by you, we have some choice optional experiences. So your guests get to decide what they'd like to do on trip. That's why Cost Saver truly is the best balance of both guided and independent travel. Are your guests going to choose some of the excursions or experiences? Are they going to choose most of them? Or are they not going to choose any? For those that don't choose any, they get plenty of free time to explore on their own, but they have the additional benefit of having a dedicated travel director who can easily tell them how to make the best use of their time. So for me, Cost Saver is truly one of my favorite brands. It gives everybody that freedom, that flexibility to really customize their trip and make it their own. So we've broken up the choice optional experiences into 6 different categories. You can choose nature, you can choose wellness, you can choose food, you can choose adventure, you can choose history, or you can choose culture. And a great example when you choose food, on our Jewels of Italy itinerary, this is a 1-week Italy tour to Rome, Florence, and Venice. Your guests can enjoy traditional dinner with wine and music in the Tuscan hills. They're going to dine at a delightful regional restaurant set among pine and cypress trees. After a scenic drive through the stunning Tuscan countryside, we'll enjoy a meal of delicious specialties from the area, accompanied by local wines and music. On our National Parks itinerary with Cost Saver, you can explore Monument Valley with a local Navajo guide. You're going to journey on through the barren beauty of the desert to Monument Valley Navajo Tribal Park, where you will board an off-road open-air vehicle to explore the valley with your Navajo guide. This tour covers the famous 17-mile loop of Monument Valley. The area is also the backdrop for many Western Hollywood hits, including Stagecoach and Fort Apache. If you choose nature in England and Scotland heritage with Cost Saver, this is a wonderful 8-day UK tour to England and Scotland. Your clients will discover the wild beauty of the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. They're going to cruise across the loch. The skipper is going to share stories of the area and point out Rob Roy's cave as they relax and savor in that stunning scenery. If you're visiting the Grand Canyon, you can choose adventure with our North Canyon Tour helicopter flight. You can enjoy this memorable helicopter experience over the southern and northern rims of the Grand Canyon. After flying over the Kaibab National Forest, you will enter the Dragon Corridor, the deepest and widest part of the Grand Canyon. Marvel at the canyon's legendary beauty through the specially designed oversized windows of your helicopter. Have your camera ready to capture the colorful stone walls and sweeping vistas that surround you. You get to fly over the mighty Colorado River towards the canyon's rugged north rim, and you get to soar along the rock formations, including the Tower of Ra and Vishnu Shist. Guests can only capture this phenomenon through aerial sites via helicopter. All right, and if you explore our Canadian Rockies itineraries, you can join the Cree warrior women, who are First Nations Cree from the Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation. This is an evening by the fire where you get to make yourself comfortable and be prepared to engage in conversation about Indigenous culture with stories, drumming, and songs. Warrior women will guide you through an hour immersive experience through drumming, singing, creation, storytelling, and cultural teachings. You will go away fulfilled after this amazing adventure. And of course, we can't not choose wellness. Nestled in a ring of towering mountains, Maligne Lake is the largest glacially fed lake in the Canadian Rockies. Here you'll discover world-famous Spirit Island, the crown jewel of Jasper National Park. The lake cruise is an experience like no other, with an experienced crew who will guide you through the rich history, ecology, and geology of the lake. This interpretive tour has been declared the best boat cruise in Canada by 8 million Reader's Digest subscribers. So you'll be inspired by the beauty of the lake's vibrant blue waters and by the stunning lofty peaks as you cruise to Spirit Island, a world-famous destination and one of the most photographed locations in the Rockies, accessible only by boat, subject to weather conditions, of course. And then finally, if you want to explore South America, we have another great Choose Wellness optional experience. You're going to begin this adventure in an open-air wagon as you work your way through lush subtropical forests. You're then going to hike down the canyon where the Macuco Falls tumble over basalt cliffs into the Iguazu Basin. Here you board a custom-designed inflatable motorboat for a 20 to 30-minute exhilarating ride to the base of the falls. So as you can see, this is truly the ultimate in terms of an unpackaged tour. Your clients get all the advantages of going on a fully guided trip while still having that freedom, that flexibility to make the trip their own by customizing it. And really, you could have two travelers on the exact same tour having totally different experiences with costsaver, which is what makes it so unique. And of course, when it comes to all of the essentials, we're going to make sure your guests have everything that they need. We get to plan everything, they get to pack, you get to sit back and know that all of the essentials will be taken care of by us. Once again, the trip is tailored by you, your clients. These are curated choice optional experiences. They'll have a wide variety of categories to choose from, and they'll be able to fully customize their trip, giving those independent-minded travelers the ability to really that freedom to flexibly change their itinerary if they choose to. Now, that has been my introduction to Contiki and costsaver. I'm going to wrap things up here pretty soon. I just wanted to touch briefly. For those of you who might be interested in doing a Contiki trip and potentially you've already aged out of that 18 to 35 year range, you can actually still go on a Contiki trip. It just has to be through our custom group travel. So I do want to just highlight the different group options so that you guys are crystal clear on the type of groups that we can help build. We have scheduled departures where you select an existing brochure date. We do require a minimum of 9+ guests. A $500 refundable group deposit will be required to secure that space, and we will hold it up to 150 days prior to departure. I'm going to put a big asterisk there because as of late, we've been seeing very high demand. So it is important that if you have a group trip in mind, try to get names and deposits in as soon as you can. On top of that, we've got our exclusive departures. So this is, you can select an existing brochure date, but we're going to block the entire coach for you. We do require a $1,000 group deposit. I do believe the minimum for this is about 40 passengers. So if you feel you can fill that space, we'll definitely block out that coach for you. We will hold the space up to 180 days prior. Once again, big asterisks there. Make sure that it can get those partial payment deposits in for your guests, get those names in so that our operations team can see that the group space is filling. And then we've got our custom departures. So these are the departures that you can use on a Contiki trip. If you have a group of friends who finds a Contiki itinerary that they love, but they're past that 35-year-old age, you can actually grab that itinerary. We can tailor make it and basically customize it to make it a custom group trip. Now, these are tailor-made itineraries, minimum of 10+ guests, minimum of 4 nights traveling, and we do require a $500 group deposits. Now, the important thing to remember with a custom group trip, the quotes are given at net rates. So your normal commission will not be paid out for a custom group trip. For example, if we come back and say it's going to be around $1,500 per passenger, and you're looking to make a commission on that, it's going to be up to you to decide what you'd like to charge in order to make that commission. So you would just let us know, and we would make sure that we put all of that information on the marketing flyers and brochures that you would then forward to your clients as well. But that was just a quick overview. We really can be the one-stop shop. If you guys are interested in growing your group travel business, please reach out to me. I can definitely help. But we can really take care of all of the issues that usually come with booking a trip. Make sure that it's as stress-free as possible for you on your end as well. But that's all I have for everybody. Are there any questions that I can help answer? Let me hop back over on the browser so that I can actually see the questions. I'll give it a minute or so here, but I do see the chat. Beyond that, if there are no questions, I do want to thank you all for attending live. Oh, I see someone is typing. I'll give it a moment here. Oh, got a few people typing, so we've got some questions coming my way. Oh, all right. 18 is still the minimum age, correct? For Contiki, yes, it's 18 to 35 is the age limits for Contiki. Would you be able to do 2 nights in a hotel in Venice with transfers? So that would depend on availability, Paula. If it is something that you're adding either pre or post night to one of our departures, we can definitely try to get those confirmed for you. I do think we have a policy that says that we can do 1 post night. Beyond that, we might not be able to accommodate 2. Any additional questions I can help with? Going once, going twice. Well, all right. If there are no additional questions, I do just want to thank everybody for attending. I try to put these presentations together once a month. I do, right before I let you go here, I do want to advise you, we have our early bird travel sale going on right now. If you have any clients that are interested in traveling April 1st through October 31st of 2024, go to our agent's portal, go under the offers hub. You'll see a big link there that says early bird travel sale. You're going to see literally hundreds of different itineraries, some of our most popular, in fact, and they can save up to 10% if they're looking to book between that departure window that I just mentioned. If they're past guests, they can add their additional past guest discount to that, which makes it a 15% savings as well. Beyond that, I'm happy to assist moving forward. If you don't already have my contact information, it's jose.aguilar@ttc.com. Email me if you have any questions, if you need brochures, if you're interested in hosting events, just let me know, and I'll definitely would love to work with all of you in the future. Beyond that, I do want to just say goodbye and thank you for attending.